Toastmasters is a great place to develop your leadership skills. At club level, you might be familiar with the president role, the vice president membership, education, PR, treasurer, sergeant at arms. Those are fantastic, excellent opportunities for leadership. But if you want to advance your skills and your abilities, I suggest taking on or looking at the district leadership roles. Today, I am going to be interviewing Ann Dockeray. Ann Dockeray is our Club Quality Director. And if you want to push your leadership skills and you want to be the best you can be, you might want to consider this role. Now, I'm putting together a series of videos showcasing those roles in case some other Toastmasters are interested, but they're not sure exactly what that person does. So here's my interview with Ann Dockeray.
What does a Program Quality Director do? First and foremost, it teaches and leads in education and training. That's number one. We are providing possibilities for our members to grow in education and give them the training to be able to run their clubs the way they need to run. The other thing we do is we have a dashboard which is called the Distinguished Club Program. We are to ensure that we work on that throughout the whole year and get our points and our clubs in line and understanding what the Distinguished Club Program is all about. The other thing that we do is we support the Club Growth Director in growing new clubs and retaining new membership. And the final thing that's my responsibility as a PQD is that we have to ensure that we have a spring conference that is well run and well organized and available for our members for the district. I would have to say the very first thing is when you're doing the Program Quality Director role, there's a lot of unknowns. So maybe investigating those unknowns would be a place to start, and talking to other Program Quality Directors to get that information as the unknown. I would have loved to know how much time commitment that was really expected from a person in this role. When you take the role on, it seems like there's only short periods of time where you have free time, but you're basically busy the whole time. So you must be willing to step up and do that. So overall, I would say that's my biggest thing, is the time commitment and not knowing what's coming your way, and then finding this information out as much as possible, and then weigh what you need to weigh before you make that decision in running for Program Quality Director. How has my experience been so far? I'm going to say exhilarating, exciting, fearful, frightening, all of the above. And I can say that with open mind because everywhere I've gone, I've learned something new. And when I've learned something new, it's like accomplishing a goal that I have set for myself. But the unknown, as it's thrown to you, can throw you off. And when you're learning, sometimes it takes more time to learn than it is to actually do the job. So you can see how all of those fears and excitement, everything that comes into play. And this always affects the way you think when you're doing your job. I do manage a team, and their roles are: we have a distinguished club chair, we have a chief judge chair, we have 2 mentoring co-chairs, we have a pathways chair, we have an ideas chair, we have an easy speak chair, we have a free host toast chair, and we have one more. DTM chair, right on. That's exactly what I have. And those chairs all work together. But there's 2 chairs that stand out the most to me, and it's because that's what I've set my goal for. And that is the ideas chair and the mentoring chair. I believe these 2 chairs have a lot of work to do in the district, and they do that by providing monthly workshops for our members of our district. Every 3rd Monday and every 4th Monday, they provide opportunity for people that want to learn all about accessibility, equity, diversity, inclusivity, and also anything to do with mentoring. These are available to our members. And to me, they are very important and they work very well together. I can truly say all of them. I have been a club officer for over 9 years, 9.5 actually. And those 9 years, I've done more than one role in more than one club. And I can see the importance of every role. When you look at it from the club's perspective, we can see that the best well-run clubs that run a quality meeting are the ones that have 7 executives that work well as a team. And that's what you need. When you work with a team, you're collaborating, you're getting ideas, and you can see what the future holds in your own path. And I found that to be my guideline for me to go forward. And it was a great stepping stone. I can truly say that I have 2 goals set. I had mentioned earlier about the ideas chair, and I mentioned the mentoring chair. When I think back to my journey that I've been going through and still going through in Toastmasters, I have always loved helping people. When I think of mentoring, I think back to where our club mentors, very first club mentors that I encountered at Maple Leaf Toastmasters, and they were the ones that put the seed in my head as a goal to achieve. I could see their love, their passion for Toastmasters, and I could also see it in me growing when I was doing that. That is why when I look at mentoring as itself, if I can help someone achieve their goal, that's all I need for success. Now for the district, of course, I want more. I want everybody to encounter that experience. I want everyone to have that same passion that I feel when I talk about Toastmasters. And then I think about the Ideas Committee. That is very near and dear to my heart. Over the years, we have now seen how the world is changing and we have a lot of needs. And our members are in those categories. And I find that a lot of members who have special needs are not stepping forward because they don't know how to. We need to know and recognize when a member needs help. We are doing this today. By learning and by sharing and moving forward, this Ideas Committee has done their job. And I only hope that when my year is up as PQD, that it carries forward so that we continually grow and that all members have an opportunity to grow in the Toastmasters program. How will I know if I'm successful? There's a couple of ways that I've been monitoring myself. And the first one is by the dashboard. We are given a dashboard for the district to follow. And there's certain goals that we must achieve. In order for our district to be distinguished, we need 50 clubs to be distinguished or better. So that is number 1 goal in my head. Number 2 goal, as you heard earlier about the mentoring and the Ideas Committee, these 2 pieces, along with the rest of my chairs, are also helping me to build better quality clubs. We want our members to experience the best possible learnings that they can get. I monitor that by how many people say, I was at your club. I heard about mentoring. I loved your speech about mentoring. I want to come to Maple Leaf because I know I will be accepted there. When I hear comments like that from members, and I hear that Maple Leaf Toastmasters is like a family, that tells me that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm in the right place at the right time. Like I said, there's only to go forward, never backwards. And this is what I want to achieve as Program Quality Director. My first and foremost would be is someone who is extremely organized. And the reason why I say that, when you're doing training and you have to list all these trainings that everybody's doing all over the place and monitor them as they come in, you have to be able to keep track of it. Not just training there, there's also, when you're doing the spring conference, just think about the conference that's coming up. When we look at all the chairs that are on that committee, every one of them have roles and responsibilities. We, as the program quality director, need to control that. We need to understand where everybody is at any given time, produce a meeting when needed, be there, and have the answers. So organization would be my number one. Be willing, and I'm saying willing, to learn, because you are going to learn every day. I have learned something every day of my journey, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, because to me it's made me a more well-rounded person, and I have found that I am able to handle conflict. I am able to talk to people without hesitation, sorry about that. And I also found that when you do these roles, you are growing in competencies that you've never expected to shine in. And now I can see that everything that I've learned through the Pathways program is slipping out in my learnings and teachings that I do with the program quality director role. So those are the things that I think that you as a person need to consider when you're looking at this role. Do you want to learn? Are you willing to listen? Are you organized? You put them all together, you got a well-rounded person and a PQD on top. What advice would I give to a future program quality director? Number one, connect with past program quality directors. Get the truthful answer and make sure you ask any questions that you are not sure of. And when you think about the timeline, take a look at the club leadership handbook or the district leadership handbook and take a look at the timelines. That helped me once I realized that I did not know what was coming my way. If you see what's coming, you can ask those questions ahead of time and get some answers that may help you resolve issues in your head or even put you on the right track. And that's where we want to be. We want to make sure that our leaders are directing us the way we want to go and ensuring that we have always taken everything into consideration. So definitely make sure you're on the right track. Would I ever do this role again? Yes. With the knowledge that I have gained, I definitely would do the role again. May not be in the next 3 years, but I would definitely reconsider it and do it again. My journey, as you know, is not finished yet. Once I've completed that journey and I determine whether I have the time and all that extra energy that I've been telling everyone that you need, I would definitely be available to try the role again. And if I'm not available to do the role, then I would definitely make myself available for any future program quality director that may need help and guidance in that role itself.